Hello and welcome to another edition of Out of the Book Bag, Charlevoix Public Library's Reader's Advisory Service to help you figure out what you'd like to read next. I'm Judith, and today I'm going to speak to you about 3 different titles, 2 nonfiction, having to do with the travel season since we're finally in spring here in northern Michigan, so I thought I'd tell you about a couple of travel books. The first one is called How to Barter for Paradise, or My Journey Through 14 Countries, Trading Up from an Apple to a House in Hawaii by Michael Wiggy. This is a story, just as it says, of the man who's traveled. He hit 6 continents in 200 days, all bartering his way around the world. It seems like a very intriguing idea to me. Check it out and see what his story is about. The second book is a bit more practical. It's called How to Be the World's Smartest Traveler by Christopher Elliott. And what intrigued me about Mr. Elliott is that he is the travel expert for National Geographic. And if you had a problem with your airline or with your train or with your boat and you wanted help in resolving that issue, you'd write to him and he'd tell you how to resolve the problem. He's helped many, many people get their insurance money from those pesky little insurance claims that you try to make when you're traveling that often don't work. And they've had a lot of success if they followed his advice. So he's taken all of those things that he's told people and he's put them into this one book. You could take a look at this book in 2 ways. You could, before you start on your journey, you could read the whole thing through and hopefully you won't make any mistakes, or take it with you. And if you get into a problem, check out the index and hopefully you'd find the solution to your problem. On the fiction side, I'd like to bring to your attention Elizabeth Gilbert's The Signature of All Things. This is a wonderful piece of historical fiction and the story of a woman who's a botanist and studies mosses. Now, who would think that would be interesting? I mean, it's really not at the top of my list for interest, but let me tell you, it should be. It's really she's a wonderful character, Alma Whitaker, that Ms. Gilbert has created, and it goes through the very wonderful changes that happened in the 19th century. She's at the center of the study of science and the change that parallels Darwin's theory of evolution, and the surprising things that happen are well worth your time. If you want to read a little bit more about what I think about this book, you should check out our blog at charlevoixlibrary.org and look for Judith's Soapbox. That's it for today. Happy spring.